eco-friendly parenting hacks. Hey y'all, welcome back to Organic Food Matters. I am so stoked you clicked on this one because today we are diving headfirst into eco-friendly parenting hacks that actually work for real American families. Let us be real. Parenting in the United States right now feels like you are juggling a dozen eggs while riding a unicycle on a freeway. Between soccer practice in the suburbs of Ohio and dance recitals in Texas and PTA meetings in California, you barely have time to breathe. Throw in the fact that we all want to raise good little humans who care about the planet, and suddenly it feels like you need a superhero cape just to get through Tuesday. I get it, I live it, and after years of trial and error with my own kiddos here in the States, I have picked up a bunch of hacks that make green parenting feel less like a chore and more like a win. These are not preachy rules from some mountaintop guru. These are straight up tricks from one tired parent to another. Stuff that saves money, saves time, and keeps your house from turning into a landfill. So grab your reusable coffee cup and let us get into it. First things first, ditch the mom guilt. Seriously. The eco space can get judgy real fast. If you see those perfect Instagram families with their mason jar pantries and homemade everything, and you feel like a hot mess because you bought string cheese in plastic again, stop right there. We are all doing our best. In America, we are bombarded with convenience culture. Drive-thrus on every corner. Amazon boxes showing up like it is Christmas every day. 2-day shipping is practically a birthright. So, if you are not perfect, that is normal. The goal is progress, not perfection. You do not have to go zero waste overnight. Small swaps add up, and that is the whole vibe. Let us talk diapers because, this one is a biggie. If you have a baby or toddler, you know the diaper situation is wild. The average American baby goes through like 2,500 to 3,000 diapers in their first year alone. That is a mountain of trash heading to landfills where it will sit for 500 years. Yikes. Now, I am not going to sit here and tell you cloth diapers are easy. Sometimes they are a pain. Blowouts at Target are not fun when you are carrying a wet bag. But hear me out. You do not have to go all in. Even doing cloth part-time makes a huge dent. Try cloth at home and disposables when you are out running errands or on that road trip to Grandma in Florida. There are also these awesome hybrid systems now where you use a reusable cover with a compostable insert. You get the Eco Brownie points without the laundry nightmare every single day. And if you are team disposable all the way, look for brands that use plant-based materials and skip the chlorine and fragrance. You can find them at most big box stores now, from Walmart to Kroger. They cost a little more, but you are keeping nasty chemicals off your baby bum and out of the water supply. That feels like a win to me. Next up, food. You knew I would go there. This is Organic Food Matters after all. Feeding kids in America is like negotiating with tiny, hangry terrorists. One day they love broccoli, the next day it is poison. So how do you keep it green without losing your mind? Batch cook. I know you have heard it before, but for real. Spend one Sunday a month making big trays of stuff your kids actually eat. Clarkin think baked oatmeal bars with organic oats and local honey. Think sweet potato and black bean quesadillas that you can freeze. Think homemade chicken nuggets with organic chicken from your local farmer's market. When you have your own stash in the freezer, you skip the drive-thru and all those wrappers and preservatives. Plus, you save a boatload of cash. A Happy Meal runs you like $6 now. You can make a dozen homemade nuggets for that. And talk about snacks. Packaged snacks are the silent killer of both your wallet and the planet. All those little pouches and plastic bags add up. Instead, get yourself some reusable snack bags or little stainless steel containers. Then buy the big bags of organic pretzels or crackers or trail mix and portion them out. It takes 10 minutes on Sunday, and suddenly you're not throwing away 5 granola bar wrappers every single day. Your kids will not even notice the difference, except maybe they think it is cool that their snack bag has dinosaurs on it. And when you are at the grocery store, do the bulk section thing. Stores like Sprouts and Whole Foods and even some regular chains now have bulk bins. Bring your own bags or jars and load up on organic pasta, rice, oats, and snacks. You skip the packaging and usually pay less per pound. That is what I call adulting like a boss. Let us chat about clothes because kids grow like weeds. I swear my son went from 2T to 4T in what felt like a sneeze. Buying new organic cotton, everything for every growth spurt would bankrupt us. So here's the hack. Shop secondhand first. America has a killer thrift scene. Kid to kid, once upon a child. Local, consignment sales in church basements. Facebook Marketplace is popping with barely worn stuff too. Americans love getting a deal, and this is the ultimate deal. You are keeping clothes out of landfills, and you are saving like 70%. And when your kids outgrow stuff, sell it or donate it. Make it a circle. My daughter thinks it is fun to pick out her old dresses for her little cousin. She calls it sharing the love. Plus, secondhand clothes have already been washed a bunch, so they have off-gassed any weird chemicals. That is a quiet health win. When you do buy new, go for quality over quantity. One really good organic cotton hoodie that lasts through 2 kids is better than 5 cheap ones that peel and rip. Look for brands that do hand-me-down guarantees or repair programs. Some of the cooler U.S. companies will literally patch your kid jacket for free. That is the kind of business I want to support. Toys. Oh, man. The plastic toy avalanche is real in American homes. Birthdays, holidays, grandparents who love to spoil. Suddenly your living room looks like a toy store exploded. Here's the move. Rotate toys. Take half of them and put them in a bin in the garage or closet. In a month, bring those out and stash the others. Your kids think they got new toys and you did not spend a dime. It also cuts down on the visual clutter, which helps everybody stay sane. When you buy toys, go for wood, metal, or silicone instead of cheap plastic that breaks in 2 days. Check out local toy libraries or swap events. A lot of cities from Portland to Atlanta have them now. You borrow toys like library books. Your kid gets variety, and you do not have a house full of junk. And for birthdays, start the experience gift trend. Instead of more stuff, ask family for Zoom memberships or a day at the Children's Museum or a National Parks pass. Memories over more plastic. Your house will thank you. Now let us get into the bathroom. Kids are messy. That means a lot of bath time and a lot of products. Most of the stuff marketed to kids in the U.S. is full of dyes, fragrances, and words you cannot pronounce. Simplify. You really only need a gentle Castile soap that can be body wash, shampoo, and even hand soap. Buy it in the big jug and refill little bottles. One product, less plastic, less junk on their skin. For toothbrushes, swap those plastic ones for bamboo. They work the same, and they do not sit in a landfill forever. My kids think the bamboo ones are cool because they look or love it, and they like pirate gear. Whatever works, right? and skip the bubble bath that's already there that turns the water neon blue. So a cup of Epsom salt and a few drops of essential oil makes a chill bath without the fake stuff. Cleaning. If you have kids, yes, you are cleaning carefully because you're cleaning all the time. All those disinfectant wipes and sprays add up fast. Plus, the fumes can be rough for little lungs. Make your own. I promise it is not crunchy granola hard. Take a big glass spray bottle, fill it halfway with white vinegar, halfway with water. Add lemon peels if you are fancy. That stuff cuts grease and gunk like a champ. For wipes, cut up old t-shirts or towels into squares. Dunk them in the mix and keep them in an old wipes container. Toss them in the wash. You just saved like $20 a month and kept a ton of plastic out of the trash. My husband was skeptical until he saw how well it worked on the spaghetti sauce my toddler painted on the wall. Transportation is another big one in the States. We love our cars. Everything is spread out, but you can still hack it. Set up a school carpool. Take turns with 3 other families, and boom, you just cut your driving by 75% for the week. The kids think it is a party, and you get 3 mornings to drink coffee in peace. For close stuff, walk or bike. I know it sounds like something people in movies do, but try it. That trip to the park or the library or the corner store might be half a mile. Strap the little ones in a wagon or let the big kids scoot. You get fresh air, they burn energy, and you are not burning gas. If you are in a city, use public transit for fun. Kids in the U.S. think buses and trains are an adventure. Make it a field trip. School lunches deserve their own shout-out. Those prepackaged Lunchables and juice boxes are convenient, but man, the trash is wild. Get a good bento style lunchbox, stainless steel if you can swing it. Pack leftovers from dinner, a scoop of organic pasta salad, some carrot sticks, a handful of berries. It takes 5 minutes and you skip like 4 pieces of plastic. Have your kids help pack. When they choose their own apple or their own sandwich cutter shape, they are way more likely to eat it. No more sad, uneaten lunches coming home. And send them with a reusable water bottle. Most U.S. schools have refill stations now. You are saving money and keeping plastic bottles out of the ocean. That is a lesson that sticks. Gardening is my secret weapon. You do not need a farm. A few pots on a balcony or a little raised bed in the backyard works. Let your kids plant organic cherry tomatoes or strawberries or sugar snap peas. When kids grow food, they get insanely excited to eat it. My son would not veggie with a 10-foot pole until he grew his own lettuce. Suddenly he was Mr. Salad. It teaches them where food comes from and it cuts down on the produce you have to buy. If you do not have space, look for a community garden. Most towns in America have one. You rent a little plot for cheap and the community vibe is awesome. Plus, you are growing food without all the transport and packaging. That is as local as it gets. And holidays can get wasteful fast in the U.S. Halloween candy wrappers, Easter, basket junk, Christmas toys that break by New Year. Hack it. For Halloween, do the Switch Witch. Your kids leave out some candy and the Switch Witch trades it for a toy or a book. You donate the candy. For Easter, fill eggs with coins or little seed packets or coupons for a trip to the ice cream shop. For Christmas, do 4 gifts. Something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read. It cuts the crazy and keeps the focus on family, not stuff. Wrap gifts in old maps or kids' artwork or fabric bags you can reuse. It looks cool and you're not trashing a roll of wrapping paper. Tech is a huge part of American family life. Screens are everywhere. The hack here is to make tech work for the planet. Do a digital declutter. Unsubscribe from all those junk emails. Every email stored in a server uses energy. Deleting old stuff and unsubscribing cuts your carbon footprint in a tiny but real way. Set your devices to power save mode. Teach your kids to turn off the iPad when they are done. And when you upgrade phones or tablets, trade them in or sell them. Do not let them sit in a drawer. Companies like Apple and Best Buy will recycle them for free. One last thing. Talk to your kids. American kids are smart and they care. They see the wildfires and the weird weather on the news. Do not hide it, but do not scare them either. Frame eco stuff as a superhero mission. We are Team Earth. Our job is to help. Pick up trash at the park and call yourselves the Garbage Avengers. Turn off lights and say you are saving power for the polar bears. Compost food scraps and let them see the worms doing their thing. When it is fun, they buy in. And when they buy in, they remind you. My daughter is now the plastic police in our house. She will call me out if I forget my reusable bags. I am not mad about it. Look, parenting is messy and loud and beautiful. Adding eco stuff should not make it harder. These hacks are about making life smoother, cheaper, and a little kinder to the planet our kids will inherit. You do not have to do all of them. Pick one. Maybe you start with the snack bags or the carpool or the garden. Nail that and then add another. Before you know it, you are that family. The one that saves money, lives a little lighter, and shows your kids that taking care of the earth is just part of being a good American. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Organic Food Matters. If any of these hacks hit home, try them out and let me know how it goes. Drop a comment with your own eco-parenting win. We are all in this together. Remember, small changes from a bunch of us make big waves. You got this. See you next time.